There you are. Well, very good morning to you all, and welcome along to Moray in the northeast of Scotland. We're going for Walkie Talkie 2. This is February's edition of my wee walk out, and we're going to take quite a short walk today, although I'm going to try and make it as interesting as I can. And basically where I am just now is near Lossiemouth. There's a wee car park up here at a place called Plewlands, and we're going to walk over to the lookout post heading towards Hopeman. Right, so there's quite a few interesting things to see on the way. As you can see, it's a wee bit windy, which is a good test for my new wind slayer sock thing that goes over my GoPro. And also I've brought with me this beastie. There's also a big clamp to go with it. This is another new purchase for GoPro, but basically we're going to use this one as a selfie stick and a stand. So without any further ado, let's get going. Let me just give you a quick look round here. Way in the distance there is Lossiemouth Lighthouse at Covesea, and the town of Lossie as well, which is aptly named the Jewel of the North. Is it? The Jewel of Moray, something like that. The Jewel of Moray, I think that's what it is. Way in the distance is the Bin Hill over at Bucky. But this is the car park I'm talking about. So basically come down that wee road there that runs from Lossiemouth to Hopeman, and you can get parked in here, no bother at all, and it takes you right down onto the path pretty quickly. I've got to say, the sky looks absolutely amazing. There's a lovely car, it's shiny new MOT. Oh, right, so let's get going. So here we go. Nothing wrong with a wee bit of wind. Hopefully when we get down here behind the cliffs it'll calm down. Good morning. Now look at that for a stunning view. Here, that's where you would head out towards Lossiemouth. There's a wee golf course down here as well, wee 9-holer, and a beautiful beach. Brilliant. There we go, get a nice wee signpost there telling us that it's 2 3/4 miles over to Lossiemouth, just a 1/4 mile to Covesea main road, and Hopeman on this Moray Coast Trail. So beware, path close to the cliff, nae fouling with your dogs. Check this guy out. Amazing. So we've come back up onto the main path here, and we're steadily climbing up and up. It is a great path, you know, if you're wanting to go from Lossiemouth over to Hopeman, and then on to Burghead and eventually Findhorn. This is the Moray Coast Trail, and it is pretty great. So now we're coming right up onto the top of the cliffs. In a few minutes time I'll give you a wee view of what's going on around here, if I don't lose my bonnet. Oh look, check this out. Still bits of snow around, and ice baby. Whee. So I've made a few films around this area. I'm usually down there on the beach, and under the particular cliffs that this path is going across the top of now, you might have remembered, or you might remember, I made a wee video about a cave that supposedly goes all the way up to Gordonston School, and it had loads of spiders in it. If not, just look back on some of my old videos on Facebook and you'll find it. They're all there, including the over 20,000 photographs that I've taken in about 11 years of being on Facebook. So as you can see, the sea, although it doesn't look quite rough out there, you can see the wind blowing right across it in these squalls, and also the swell around here catches people out. So here we are coming to one of the famous bays here. This is the one with the spider castle, and also it's got this huge cliff here with this arch in it. You'll see it better when we get round to the other side, but yeah. And that's our wee target over there. Who needs to go abroad, pandemic or not, and you've got this here. One of the famous landmarks of Moray is this huge sea stack here with its wonderful arch, and the caves around here. So many thousands, or hundreds and hundreds, oh, thousands of years ago I suppose, were dwellings for the first folk to settle around here. I really don't want to get too close to the edge here because I'm big fearty. Right, on the path. So as we come along the path here, heading for the lookout post, which I can see a few kilometres away in the distance, there's a bit of a split in the path. Arrow that way or this way. And because it's a short walk today and I want to make it a bit interesting, we're going to go down here. And I know what's down here, so those folk that have never been to this part of the world, this is quite interesting, but to a lot of the locals, they'll know exactly where I'm off to. But yeah, let's go down this path. Hopefully the wind has abated a wee bit. As I say, I'm getting down behind the cliffs. One of the things you've got to remember about coming down here, a couple of things. One is, if you're going down to the beach, then you've got to be extra careful and know about the tides, because it has happened in the past, and it's happened to me, where I've got stuck. Fortunately, I managed to overcome my vertigo, and force myself to climb out. But yeah, so every 6 hours the tide's going in and out, so please be careful of that. Also, when you come down here behind these cliffs, if you're going to be away for the day, there is very, very limited phone signal capability, so either let somebody ken that you're coming down here, or be prepared not to have a phone signal at all. Things start to open out a wee bit as we get down here. Yeah, so as I was coming out this morning, seen out running the girls, Tracy and Janet. They were looking really, really good. And also, I'd just like to say well done to my good friend and patriot Neil Fraser for all his achievements and his walking and photographing skills. Absolutely fantastic, Neil. You're doing yourself proud, and you're motivating others to get out there. And good on you. I believe you were away up at River Fintorn this morning. So yeah, I love it. Not so sure about the wild water swimming. I'm just used to, if it ever happens, which doesn't happen very often at all, I fall out my kayak. So we'll just go down here and round this corner, because this is one of those lovely wow moments that you get when you're here in Scotland. I don't know if you can see away in the distance there the lookout post, which I believe is manned these days not just by the Coast Guard, but also by the pupils and students, teachers, etc. from Gordonston School, which is very far from us here. So the tide is out at the moment, but it's on its way in. So these are truly amazing sandstone cliffs here that we have in the northeast. Let's just go down here a wee bit. And you get to see the beach and the cliffs themselves. Yes, good morning, troops. Obviously these are particularly stunning because you can see the way that they've been absolutely carved from left to right or right to left, or the layers of sand that each one, I suppose it's like dendro rigging or whatever they call it, you know, each one is like, I don't know, 1,000 years, 10,000 years, all laid down on top of each other. Because this is another place where you might have seen dinosaurs. Yeah. Way up over the Moray Firth there. Still a few bits of snow sticking around. Right, let's go back up to the main path. So that's us made it along here to the lookout post, and I've got to say well done to Moray Council for clearing the path through here. Many years ago it was a fight through the ferns and the bracken and everything to get over to the next section at Classach Quarry, but it looks like they've cleaned it out good style. So this is where the path splits, and it's basically take the high road or take the low road, and we are going to go down and take the low road because we're going to go and have a wee bit of fun. And you know me, I'm always enjoying a bit of fun. I'll get out the window a wee second, there we go. Oh, away in the distance there you can just make out the Birkhead maltings and Birkhead village itself. Another Pictish Viking location along the coast here. Full of history, this place. And right across there to the Black Isle and heading up towards Caithness. Right, so let's go down this path then. Eh? Adventure time. Forget Steve Blackshaw, I'm here. Oh shit. And then you say to yourself, why are you doing this? Because you're daft. So I suppose this is about as close to the cliff edge as I want to be. And I can tell you, it is a long way down. Don't let these grass tufts here put you off for that, because just at the end of those grass tufts, beyond that broken down fence, it's a straight couple of 100 feet drop onto the beach, which I won't be doing. So let's get on the path. There's our target, getting a wee bit closer. And the sun has decided to make a nice appearance now, but the wind is still up a wee bit, but it's just nice to be out in the fresh air. I know that a lot of you are trapped in your houses, but you can get out, you know, if you want to. You can get out for an hour's exercise or go for a walk. And walking and talking, which is the name of the videos, is there he is. Who's that handsome dude? Walking and talking is a wonderful thing. Not so good if you've got an ugly face like mine, but it's great to be out and to get some fresh air. As you might have seen this morning, for the first time I had to carry out the old COVID testing at home, and that was quite interesting. Not that I have a fear of it or anything like that, but just having to have a go at sticking things up my nose was worrying. But it worked out okay, and I'm not pregnant, so good, which is always handy. Oh, somebody's dog's down the beach. So as I say, the condition of the path here is really quite good. I think it's even better between Hopeman and Birkhead along the old railway line. And here comes the lookout post. Now, what I'm going to try and do is take you down to the cliff edge. I don't think it could be too far away from here. There's a wee path, maybe this stone here, or certainly one of these stones, directs you down, because I'd like to show you how you can get down to Sculptor's Cave, which is probably the most famous cave around here, without having to detour along the beach. So we'll go and see if we can find that path now. Okay, sorry about that, folks. We'll see what's going on there in the editing. Right. Oops. Hold on, pal. This looks promising. I say promising. You know, who the hell am I? Right. There we go. Yes, it does look familiar, and yes it is. Okay, so my good pal Andrew Duncan was here many years ago and took a photograph of himself, or managed to get somebody to take a photograph of him climbing down this. Now I'm definitely not going to try it today, but there are actually steps carved into the rock here. Let's see if I can go down just a wee bit. Oh, Paul. Right. What are you doing there? So if you're brave enough and you wanted to, you could certainly go down that and get onto the beach there. But I'm not. Then again, on saying that, I could at least have a wee look over the edge. I don't know if you can see very much down there. That just absolutely terrifies me, and I'm sitting here on the edge of this cliff, and it's vertigo. Please. Oh, never slag anybody off, it's got vertigo. Oh. I think it goes away there. Let's go and stand up, Paul. Oh. And it takes you down here. Now, what's the story about Sculptor's Cave, which is just basically round the corner there on the beach? Well, Sculptor's Cave is famous for several things. It has been excavated in over the last 100 years, I think, in the early 1920s, something like that, but also again in the 80s or the 70s. The archaeologists went down there, and the thing that's famous about Sculptor's Cave, apart from the artifacts that they found there, is the fact that they had cannibalism. As I say, there is a video of me at Sculptor's Cave, and you're welcome to watch it. It's on YouTube, and it tells you all about it. But yes, cannibalism and child cannibalism, sacrifices of children to whoever the pagan gods were. Absolutely shocking. But yes, so that's Sculptor's Cave, which is away down here. I'd love to be able to jump across that, you know. Don't be so stupid, pal. I'll tell you what, I could go up here a wee bit. Now this is the things that you say, oh, I'll not do that, I'll not do that. But then you go and do it. I could certainly climb across these rocks. Hoping that I don't fall through any hidden holes. And here I am now at the other side. So that's exactly where I was sitting. Right, time to get back on the path and go and relax. Somewhere up there now. You want to be coming back from these walks, Paul, you know, not causing yourself an injury. Correct. Look at that sky. Okie dokie, catch you later folks. So that's us on our return leg now, and we've come the low route, the shore route on the return journey. And here's that amazing bay that we were at, with the cliffs. I wonder if I could get down there and maybe just, no, don't think about it, Paul, just enjoy. So that's the end of our walk now, and just as a wee postscript, I thought I would come down onto the beach here to the west of Covesea Lighthouse and give you a final view of the Moray Firth and its sandstone cliffs. And what a place to finish a walk. Amazing. You can see away in the distance there, the lighthouse itself and the moon. It is a terrific beach here. Maybe I should go down and try and film some of that sand that's been blown across there. Absolutely brilliant. Well, thanks very much once again for joining us. It's been a pleasure to have you, and until the next time, that's Walkie Talkie 2 finished. By the way, if there's anywhere that you'd think you'd like to see, I'm open to suggestions. Take care.